Hey, Thoughtful Guy here. And, I'm playing some Fire Emblem. As you do. As I do. As it is the title of the video. So, Chapter 9. Chapter 9 is the point where I think the game starts getting a lot more fun. I mean, I like the early game is neat, but like it gets better, I would say from here. So this map is okay, so this is the first Fog of War chapter in the game, and I don't like the Fog of War mechanic. And yet, despite that, this is one of my favorite chapters in the game for one reason, basically. I don't know. I just like the map here, and the Fog of War doesn't impede all that much. Not for me, anyways. So story-wise, it's like, since Etruria helped Roy out, it's like been some time since Etruria chased off Narshan in Ostia back in chapter 8X or whatever at the end of that. And it's like, oh, it's been some time now, and Byrne hasn't really been attacking anyone. So Roy was called here by Etruria to basically repay the favor, by having them go to the Western Isles here and take out a bunch of bandits. And and this is a start of my favorite part of the game, the Western Isles arc. I freaking love this part of the game. The Western Isles chapters feature a lot of axe users, and they kind of suck at their jobs, especially the steel axe ones. And this is the best time in the game, I would say, to grind up your weaker characters like Lilina, for example. This is the best time in the game to do so, I'd argue. Now, as far as I can't see the boss because of the Fog of War, because how Fog of War works is it obscures any enemies that are outside of your field of vision. So that's something you gotta deal with. There are ways of increasing your field of vision, though, which I will be taking advantage of. One way is by having the torch, which I don't have a torch, or by having a torch staff, which Saul has one, and a really good way to increase your vision in fog is by having a thief with you, because thieves can see farther in fog than your other units. So let's pick our units now, shall we? First of all, I'm not using chat, I'm using Astor. And I will be bringing Noah this chapter because he is required for a recruitment for possibly my favorite character in the game. Alright. Oh yes, I also need to bring Sue for another recruitment, because there's 2 recruitments in this chapter. I'll go over the boss and the recruits when they're relevant. Yeah. Let's see, Marcus or Jarrett. I'm gonna bring Marcus. Now, Noah needs some weapons. He doesn't need much though, because I'm only using him to get the recruitments. Oh yeah, guiding ring. Don't want to. Yeah, don't want to forget about that. I'm not gonna use it on Cell right now. I don't think it's necessary. I don't want to. I want to use it on Clarine. Because I will get another guiding ring. I will get another guiding ring later. Granted, a lot later, but since he's gonna be just healing anyways, it's not gonna affect him that much. Well, I mean the fact that he will be stuck at 5 moon instead of 6 will suck for him, I guess, but it's not a massive deal because I can just ferry him around with Cavalier, I guess. I don't know. Anyways. Steel sword, steel sword, steel sword. Do I not have more steel swords? I guess I don't. Oh, Astor has one. Well, I'm gonna give that to Alan. But actually, no, I'll let him keep the iron sword. Oh yes, I forgot. So Durandal. I said that I would talk about the Durandal in this video, and it's a really good weapon, as it should be, as this is, you know, a legendary weapon. So, as you can see, Roy can't use it. You need S rank to use it. Which, hey, what do you know? Rucker's at S rank. So yeah, it's kind of a no-brainer who I'm going to be giving it to. That being said, I said that one of the requirements for the good ending is that you go to all the guiding chapters. Here's the thing. You can use the legendary weapons, but you cannot let them break, or else you will lose your chance at the good ending. So I have to use a Durandal only when I so I should be very careful with how I use the Durandal, because I don't want to break it. And here's the thing, I personally consider the Durandal the most useful of the legendary weapons in the entire game, simply for the fact that you have it for the longest time, and and taking care of some of the scary. Oh yes, something I should mention about the Durandal, and along with all the other legendary weapons right now. According to the lore, they were designed to be effective against dragons, and that's very much true. Spoiler alert, this is a Fire Emblem game, and so there were going to be dragons. This has triple effectiveness against dragons, and considering that it has so much might, and is pretty freaking accurate, like, you know, it works. Like, it's very effective against dragons. And yeah, it does weigh Rucker down, so there is that risk of him not being able to double. Well, against Mercs, I guess. I mean, he's got so much speed, it's not that big of a worry. But anyways, alright. What Sean is it? Okay. This chapter, you could potentially end this chapter rather quickly. But I will be sticking around this chapter for quite a while for the sake of grinding. Now, I'm not... Whether or not I'll split this chapter in 2 videos, I don't know. But, I guess we'll figure that out as we go along. Alright, so... First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Astor right here so I have the best field of vision. As you can see, there's a bunch of axe users. Oh yeah, poison axes are a joke. Their might is awful, their hit rate is awful, and poison... Getting poison sounds awful, but it's really not that bad. It's a joke. Alright. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yes, so something I'm going to be doing on the first turn is, and regardless of if you're using regardless of if you're going for a low turn count or not, I recommend doing this anyways, because it's just cool. You can have Shauna Fairy. Hold on. I'm thinking, you can have someone... It's probably my favorite rescue drop shenanigans in the game. There's a one tile gap here, between these 2 islands. So what you can do is you can have someone you want on this side quickly, like, I don't know, Rucker for instance. Just put have someone rescue him here, and then Shauna can rescue drop him here, just so you can move immediately next turn. It's great. Ear hurts. Whatever. Just trying to figure this crap out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, whatever. It's not incredibly important. And here we go. So, yay. Oh yeah, also, hey, different music. This music plays in Fog of War chapters. Which, you know what? I mean, despite the fact that I'm not a huge fan of Fog of War chapters, I will say this. Music really adds that sense of dread because, you know, to like the fact that you're in stuck in a Fog of War chapter. I should have paid more attention to Rucker's Iron Sword usage. I don't know why I placed freaking... Oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Da, 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 da. Of course he doesn't freaking kill. Yeah, this hit rate is garbage, as you can see here. It's practically non-existent. Yeah, I should have gotten more steel swords, if only so that, you know, that attack boost. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just keeping Shauna out of range. Don't want her dying on the first turn. Probably won't happen though. As I said, hit rate's garbage, and it probably wouldn't kill anyways. I'm gonna have Deke head over here so I can ferry him over next turn. Oh, here's an idea, just for efficiency's sake. Did that. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there we go. Marcus is on rescue drop duty, I guess. Oh, wait. I want Clarini as a torch staff. So the torch staff in Fire Emblem 7 and 8 is really freaking good. Because it gives a good amount of weapon experience for staves. And on top of that, you can, within a certain range, you can pick where the source of light is at. So, like, you know, if you were standing here and you would use torch staff, you could, depending on her magic, you could choose to light it up like here, and the light would go like way over here, kind of like over here. In this game, it doesn't really do that. Instead, it just, what it does is it does kind of the same thing, but it works like a regular torch where you just increase your unit's field of vision, sort of. but the source of the light, it'll stay where you used it. Unlike torch stabs, which all they do is they increase your unit's field of vision. So, you know, that the source of light, so to speak, would move along with you. Oh. There we go. Yeah. But the best, easily the best reason to do the Shauna rescue drop strat at the beginning like this is to have someone hold this choke point. And as you can probably imagine, Rucker does an excellent job of holding this choke point. Yeah, sure, just freaking one round. Wait, no, why am I complicating this? It's simple. Swing sword, get paid with XP. And these guys can just kind of hike over here, I suppose. I want to get Noah closer to the front of the pack, so I don't accidentally kill the unit I'm trying to recruit. Cause she's initially a red unit, and she's pretty easy to kill by accident as well. Of course, Noah's a cavalier, so, you know, he can still move. He can still be moving just fine. Anyone need healed? No? I guess I'll just torch. I'm not using torch for the light, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm just using torch to get Clarine some XP. Oh wow, that's a level up. Clarine's actually getting kind of speed blessed, if I'm gonna be honest, because not speed, magic blessed. Because her magic growth isn't that good, if I'm gonna be honest. Scott. Yeah, this guy here, his name's Scott. He's like the leader of the bandits in this area. And the girl here, which, by the way, is probably my favorite unit in the game, is, her name is Fear. Or her name, yeah, Fear. It might be Fur. F-I-R. I mean, he only got speed, but at the same time, he got speed. So, it's fine. Anyways, So she's, like, traveling around Sakai to, like, train herself in the way of the sword and, you know, that kind of crap. And she just kind of ended up here. She was in a cutscene with Noah in Chapter 7. And like, no, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much the main reason. And like in that cutscene, it's like, you know, Noah was like, hey, don't just go around in arenas looking for fights, because, you know, people won't hesitate to kill you. And then she's like, okay, and then she goes away, and then, yay. And yeah, oh, by the way, Scott, thanks to Scott, Fear actually thinks that we're the bandits. Which, I mean, dang. That's why she's a red unit, she's attacking us. I don't know where she spawns, but when you get, around the time, you meet up with her around here, which is important to know, actually. There's another unit to recruit. I think there's a cutscene that sort of shows that. Maybe I skipped it already. I don't know. Crap, can't reach it. Well, you know what? That's perfectly fine. I can just, yeah, I can just freaking kill him with Shauna. That's perfect. Oh my word, strength. Would you believe it? She got strength. Hit. 1, 2. There we go. I need to see farther. How helpful will the torch staff be here? Let's find out. Not that helpful. Oh, by the way, something I should mention about enemies in every Fire Emblem game. Yes, even the modern ones. They don't give two craps about Fog of War. They cheat. They see you right through it. How would you know this? Well, let's say you have a Cavalier with 7 movement. Now, here's what happens if you were to move that Cavalier into the fog and there was an enemy there that you didn't see. It would stop your movement right there and end your turn right then and there. You can't do crap about. You can't do anything. Because you're stopped by the enemy. That doesn't apply to enemies. What happens if an enemy Cavalier does the same thing? You're already there. Even if he knows you're there, he shouldn't be able to attack you. But he can. Anyways, I'm gonna put Rucker in a forest so that he'll basically be invincible. As one does. Alright, hand axe, so he won't be so Rucker won't fight back. Poison axe, steel sword. Alright. see, take, and then... Yeah, this works out. There we go. Like magic. Magic! No hit. Like I said, Rucker's basically invincible when he's in a forest. Another thing about it is that, like, well, okay, he's not invincible in a forest, as you can see, but, like, combined with the support with Clarine, which allows him to dodge even more than he already can, be even more dodgy than usual. Yeah. Combine that with Force, and he's untouchable, pretty much. Alright, so... Eight. Okay, so 10. 10 damage. One, two, three, four, five. Oh, that wouldn't work. I don't want Rucker to get too close to Fear, because Fear will not hesitate to attack once she gets close. Alright. Yeah, as I thought, Fear isn't here yet. She's probably around here. Yeah, she's probably around this area. Give her a couple turns. I want Sue to get over here too. Oh, well, there you go. I mean, defense is nice, I guess. She's a pretty high level. I don't have enough. Of course, I don't have another hero crest, so. Oh well. Meh, whatever. Let's see if he crits. No, he doesn't. You know what? I'm fine with that. I can give the experience. I can give the kill experience to someone else. Hit him, please. There we go. Shauna does not get protection in the forest, by the way, because she's a flyer. Well, I mean, I'm not going to use Noah after this chapter, so I want to give the kill to someone else. I'll give it to Lance. There we are. There we go. Just heal. No. That's cute. Yeah, sometimes I don't think it through that well. Yeah, I want to take on the guys down here. And as I thought, Alan does not kill, which is fine, because I can give the kill to Lilina. Can't. Huh. Okay, Fair still isn't here. As you can see, you do have to feed Lilina kills in order to get anything done, because she's not too powerful right now, but that will change. Yes, I'm seriously fighting this guy with Roy. I mean, he's gotta do something, right? Yeah, no one's nearby. There we are. Oh my god. There we go. As you can, yes, even Shauna isn't exactly having too hard of a time getting fed kills here, despite her exclusively using the lances and the arc where you see a lot of axe users. Because you see, you know, it's not just axe users, you see archers as well, which means you can attack them at one range, assuming you're confident enough to kill them before they kill her. Alrighty. There she is. Okay, so this is Fear, and well, I'll get into her as a unit because I will gush about her a lot. Once we get there, anyways. And yeah, Noah's nearby, so that should wake. Yep, there we go. I want Sue to head up here too, because there's another unit to look out for. In fact, I'm pretty confident I skipped the cutscene where they introduced him. His name is Shin. He's a nomad from Sakai. And he claims to be looking for the Silver Wolf's granddaughter. Well, would you look at that? This is the granddaughter of the Silver Wolf. So, you know, that's pretty neat. This chapter is like specifically designed to make it easy to train up Fear. And so there's definitely a few different ways to approach this chapter. In fact, there's something pretty weird and special about these two villages, which I will get into that when I get to the villages. Or when I just feel like talking about it, who knows. Whichever comes first, I suppose. I'm gonna have Alan and Lance. Yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna have both Alan and Lance head down here. And here's the thing, there's like no real, aside from this village, there's pretty much, well, and the experience, there's like no reason to head down here, just a big old detour, and it's faster to go this way if you're just going to the, if you just simply want to beat the chapter. But you know, there are definitely benefits to coming down here. Alright. And yeah, there's like a mage down here or whatever. I ain't afraid of these anymore. Alan's res isn't too fantastic, but he's got plenty of HP. Maybe I should be scared. I don't know. Just, you know, I mean, whatever. I mean, guess I'll just have Marcus head down here, and then Noah can wait up here. Yeah, Alan's gonna have to dodge tank a little, but hit rates are terrible enough that it's like, is he gonna get hit 3 times in a row? Probably not. Crit. Wow. I mean, you know what? I'm fine with him not critting, actually, now that I think about it. Nice. And since he attacked at 1 range, there he goes. You know what, just a flex. Oh no, not dealing with that. Not with that damage. I forgot to give the longbow to Sue. Not that it really matters. Screw it! More torch! More fun. I don't want Rucker getting the kill because I do want him to advance forward quickly, and yeah, there's Shin. Again, I'll talk about him once I recruit him. Yeah, there we go. As you can see, Lena is doing some decent damage in one shot. For an under-leveled unit anyhow. Oh crap. Well, can't win them all, I guess. Alright, here we freaking go. Anyways, Fear is all like, wait, hold on, why are you with the bandits? Man, can't believe you stooped that low. And he's like, wait, we're not bandits. Like, come on now, really? And she's like, oh crap, I didn't, oh geez, sorry, man. You know what, well, you know, and it was like, how can I make it up to you guys? And he's like, hey, we're traveling around the continent anyways, you might as well join us. You know, your swordsman stuff. Alright. Here we go. So, Fear is, so first thing to unpack about her is that she actually has some pretty freaking good stats for a level 1 Myrmidon. With that being said, this is chapter 9. With that known, being made known now, these stats aren't really that good. Not for this chapter. However, her growths are pretty dang good. Of course, the obvious comparison here to make is, oh, is she as good as Rucker? And the answer to that is no, definitely not. There are so many things that Rucker has over Fear, it's not even funny. The fact that Rucker joins earlier, so you have more time to train him up. His hard mode bonuses are about on par with what Fear's got here. In fact, they're actually, I think his base stats are actually better than Fear's here, despite them both getting hard mode bonuses, because of the fact that Rucker's in chapter 4 specifically, where it like has the super buffs for whatever reason. So yeah, Rucker's better in just about every conceivable way. The only thing that I can say that kind of works out for Fear is that she has a fire affinity, whereas Rucker has a dark affinity. Which, like, yeah, but here's the thing, I try not to judge units based on what their supports are and how good their supports are, because it takes forever to get supports. Yes, I've gone a few, but that's because I play kind of slow. But anyways, back to, but like, yeah. But putting her aside from Rucker, yes, she joins after like the difficult early chapters, but that doesn't mean she can't be useful. Now, there is one or two things you can do with Fear. One of them is to actually freaking use her, and the best way to do that is to grind her up as soon as you can. Thankfully, this chapter is designed around her. There's a reason why players almost always recruit her in this exact spot. It's because this is the best spot for her to grind. Pirate reinforcements will come out of here, and as I've said many times, axe users are crap. They'll go for Fear, and the best way to go about this, and the game pretty much intends you to do it this way, though you can of course go out of your way, I guess, is use the Wo Dao. Now, the Wo Dao is a very rare weapon. In fact, you can only get 3 of these in the entire game, and 2 of them are like late to end game. So this is a really good weapon. Something that a lot of players like to do, in fact, is like, if they don't want to use Fear, that's fine. Just take the Wo Dao, give it to Rucker, and have him go to town with it. Its might is a little less than the Killing Edge, but and you can't deny that crit rate. That crit rate, though. Oh yeah, and that being said, there is an odd property about the Wo Dao that prevents you from abusing it as much as you can with the Killing Edge. And this is and I'd say that this is the main reason why the Killing Edge is just better. It's simply because, well, no units other than Myrmidons can use this thing. Doesn't matter what their sword rank is. If you're not a Myrmidon or Swordmaster, you can't use it. Cavaliers, nah. I do find it interesting though that you only need D rank to use the Wodell, which that is another strike against Fear when you're comparing her to Rucker. Rucker starts at C rank and he has a killing edge. Meanwhile, Fear here starts at D rank, which means aside from the Wodell, the strongest, she can use like steel swords, which you don't really want to use steel swords for now anyways because they weigh her down a lot, because she's light, as you might expect. Her speed negates this somewhat, but you can't deny that the steel sword just prevents her from doubling for quite some time. In hard mode, anyways, chances are she will never be as good as Rucker, assuming that you're using both of them. But that doesn't mean that she can't be useful, because she most certainly can. I mean, having two Swordmasters around is nice. Is it necessary? Probably not. In fact, I think it's sort of safe to... I think it's kind of safe to say that Fear, while a pretty good unit in a vacuum, it gets outclassed by Rucker a lot, and you don't need to. And you don't need two Swordmasters. With that being said, I will definitely use her anyways. I don't care. I don't care how good or bad she is. She's my favorite unit in the game. I'm gonna use her because she's just fun. You know, I like characters that go from 0 to hero, but are not like those units that join near the end of the freaking game and are super underleveled and you have to grind within a very short amount of time, and even then it's like, oh well. Meanwhile here, I got half the game. I got over half the game to use her. And I can get a lot of grinding done in this chapter. You'd be surprised how much I can milk this Wodell for all... Because that's the intended use for Wodell. Like, yes, it's rare, and it's like, oh, you don't want to use it, you want to store this crap, or give it to Rucker, because he does more damage with it and crap. And it's like, yeah, but at the same time, the best, if you want to efficiently grind with Fear, use the Wodell. This thing was designed for her to use it. So freaking use it if you want to grind her. I mean, this is a single player strategy game that's basically anime chess. Just like, you know, play however you want, but the way that I prefer to do so is for Fear to use the Wodell. And if it starts to break and there's still more pirates and stuff, like, fine, like, just, you know, I can give her an iron sword or something. Oh yes, now to recruit Shin, believe it or not, Fear cannot recruit him. It has to be Sue specifically, which I guess that kind of makes sense. I guess that does make sense now that I think about it. I need to be able to see what's going on here so that I don't get myself murdered. Oh crap, yeah, that guy has a halberd. Good thing I checked. You have to be very careful in Fog of War, or else crap like that will just kind of end you. I could have swore there was a longbow user. Guess not. Speed. Okay, 8, 9. Alright, long as Sue doesn't get killed. I don't need her to kill this archer, I just need her to not die. That's, you know, I'd say that's pretty good to do. Not die. Don't die. Yeah, I'm just letting Alan go to town on this bridge. He's holding a choke point. These axe users can't even freaking touch him. So on and so forth. And probably the only mage in the entire freaking map is dead. So, you know, that helps, I'd say. Oh yes, Rucker and Fear actually have a support chain. Why am I mentioning this? I don't know, I just wanted to. I don't think Deke and Fear do though, but yeah, anyways. I'm gonna keep Fear here so that I can grind off the pirates. Oh yeah, so something I want to mention about the plot real quick. So the reason why the bandits tricked Fear into trying to fight us is weird and kind of nonsensical when you think about it. So here's the thing. They know she's pretty weak compared to the rest of the army, and they know it. So they're like, let's send them after this army. The army will kill her. And then the bandits will take the Wo Dao, because like the Wo Dao is like a super rare sword. And it's like, whoa, that's cool. But it's like, why can't you just kill her? If you, like, why can't... I mean, come on now. Okay then. You know what? If Shin attacks Rucker, that's perfectly fine. In fact, I actually want him to run on over here so he can kill the halberd guy before he becomes a problem. It would probably be wise to move Roy towards the throne, I guess. Or not throne, gate, whatever, don't care. Alright, here we go. Yeah, reinforcements aren't here yet, I'm not surprised. Nice. I mean, hey, that's less sword uses. And yeah, yep. There we go. And yeah, Rucker got hit by the halberd guy, but I don't really care. Doesn't matter too much. Oh, great. 1% crit chance. You gotta love it. Anyways, yeah, I guess I was wrong about all the mages being dead. There's an Elfire mage right here, but it's whatever. I can deal with them. Anyways, Shin. So Shin is pretty freaking great. He's pretty good, I'd say. In normal mode, no, he's not really that good. But he gets hard mode bonuses, which is a pretty big deal, I'd say. And also, it is nice. It is kind of nice that he's at level 5 from the get-go. So that because soon, in like a couple chapters, I'm gonna get an Orion's Bolt. It allows you to promote archers and nomads, and you know, Shin will get there faster. Although, I don't know. I might not use it right away. Yeah, hard to say. Anyways, so his strength is alright. Like, his strength is pretty good. It's not amazing. Yeah, it's nothing too spectacular. But it definitely works. And not only that, but I'd say that Shin is the best bow user in the game on hard mode. His speed is fairly high. He's not gonna get doubled, and in fact, there's a good chance he'll double some enemies. In fact, he'll double these guys. Short bow's fine. I mean, it's an iron bow, a little bit less might, has a little bit of crit. It's like, it's fine. Now, the fact that he starts off at D rank bows is a little disappointing. That means he can't use the killer bow that I have in the convoy right away. So, you know, that puts a damper on things. That being said, if you don't get him up to C rank, but you do get him up to level 10 or higher, you can, if you wish to. You can promote him, and he'll be at C rank, guaranteed. So there's that, I guess. But yeah, he's pretty good. And here's the thing: the biggest problems with bow users in any Fire Emblem game, aside from Three Houses, is that like they don't really have one range option, so they don't have an enemy phase. And that's still true here. But once Shin or Su promote, like if the nomads promote, then there'll be man, I'm trying to remember the name. I think it was like Nomad Troopers or something like that, which means they're able to use swords in addition to bows. So they have one range. Fantastic. It's not as good as having something like like a javelin or a hand axe. Although in this game, not so sure. Oh yes, something I don't think I talked about at the beginning of the game, I don't recall, is that, so Shin and Su are the two nomads you get in the game, up to like this, like just regular nomads, unpromoted, whatever. And then there's Shauna and another Pegasus Knight, which I will recruit soon. So there's a route split much later in the game. And it's a very important one, actually. Because although they probably didn't intend for this to be the case, one is very much harder than the other. So here's how it works. When you recruit Shauna and the other Pegasus Knight, they have like a bait, if the Pegasus Knights get more experience than the nomads, then you go to what people refer to as Route A, or the Ilia route, as I'll call it. And if the nomads get more experience than the Pegasus Knights, then you'll go to Route B, or the Sakai route. And the Ilia route is widely agreed to be much easier than Sakai, for the simple reason that, like, Pegasus Knights are a lot easier to deal with than nomads. because nomads are pretty speedy. I have never been to the Sakai route, and I don't really intend to do so this playthrough. That's the most important route split in the game. There's actually one more route split I want to talk about, and it involves these villages. So you have three options involving these villages. You can visit neither of them, which you shouldn't do. You can visit the one on the left or the one on the right. You cannot visit both. If you go to one, the other gate will close. The other village will close off to you as well. If you visit neither village, or you visit the one on the left, then you will go to Route A, which is what I intend to do. If you go to the village on the right, then you'll get a different item than what you will get here, and you will go to Route B. As far as difficulty goes, I think they're like about the same, and the route splits are a lot shorter than the Ilya Sakai route split. That being said, I want to go to Route A. Route A, I've never been to Route B, but I do want to go Route A. Just because the units I can get there, I like those units more. Alright. How long have I been rambling? It's been... Dang. I mean, my god, sorry. I think I'll put like a timestamp in the description or some crap. Just to get to this point where I actually play the friggin' game. Like, dang. Don't hit. Nice. Oh yeah, the boss. Yay, I get to ramble some more. So, Scott. He's a berserker, and he's basically a brigand. He's a promoted brigand, basically. And his boss fight is pretty similar to Dory. Although, funny thing is, Dory actually has more strength than Scott. If you can handle Dory, you can handle Scott. I recommend just baiting him into using the hand axe and then going to town. Although, it won't necessarily be that simple because berserkers, much like sword fighters, do have built-in crit. They have crit bonuses. I don't recall what it is though. It might be 30. I'm not sure. But yeah, that combined with a killer axe, you don't want to deal with that. No. Anyone with the hand axe, he has a decent chance of critting you. So you gotta be very careful when you're going up against Scott. With that being said, I would say that he's not as bad as Dory, simply because Dory is so early on in the game and you don't have a whole lot to. You don't have a whole lot of tools at your disposal to deal with him. You got like Rucker maybe, so you know there's that. Oh yeah, and of course he's on a gate, so he's kind of dodgy. He's not on the throne, thankfully. He's just on a gate. Dang nabbit. Alright, ooh, I could try... No. Hey, Lance won around something. Dag freaking nabbit, you blew it. Fine, I'll do it myself. So I'm just realizing, this video's probably really freaking long at this point. So, what I'll do is I'll cut the video here, and we'll pick up where we left off. See ya.